I'm about to give you 10 brutally honest truths that will give you an unfair advantage in life. Most people will hear these, nod their head, and then go right back to making excuses, waiting for the perfect moment. I promise you, if you actually listen, if you let these sink in, it will change everything for you, just like they changed everything for me. These are the truths that I built my 9-figure empire on. They are literally the operating system for it. So if you want to win, write these down. Let's get into it. Truth number 1, there is no hack. There is no perfect solution. Everyone chases that, but by the time you've engineered the perfect plan, someone else has already built an empire on the messy one. Life is all about playing all out, learning, iterating, and doing. Stop looking for the shortcut and start doing the work. The amount of really smart human beings in the world that are looking to craft the perfect solution and end up failing because they don't achieve this area of perfection and they don't think their product is good enough is absolutely bonkers. If you look at innovation and the way it's done, nobody ever has the most perfect product or perfect service when they go to market. You go to market with a MVP, which is a minimum viable product or minimum viable service, and then you iterate upon it little by little. Which brings me to truth number 2, but the journey builds you, not the plan. I never knew how to dry out a basement before I started a restoration company. I never knew how to write a single line of code when I started a software company. I had no idea what I was doing, but I figured it out. The process of building the thing is what builds you into the person capable of running it. You will never become a millionaire or an Olympic gold medalist or whatever your dream is until you become the person that has the thing. And you don't need the skills to start. You need to start to get the skills. And the beautiful part is when you get at the finish line, people could take it all away and you could do it again. Like literally take all my business away from me tomorrow, all my money, all my net worth, everything. And I could literally build them all back in half the time. And why? Because the journey built me into the operator, into the entrepreneur. The asset isn't the business. The asset is who I became in the process of building it. Which brings me to truth number 3. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your boss, for sure not the fucking government. Your life, your career, your success is 100% your responsibility. The moment you stop waiting for your savior or the perfect time is the moment you reharness your power. The perfect moment isn't coming. You are the perfect moment. Which brings me to truth number 4. Fear only exists in the vague, not in the specific. We're terrified of failing, but what does that actually mean? Like literally, play it all out, write it down. Like what's the absolute worst case scenario? You lose some money, you get embarrassed, you have to move back in with your parents for a few months. When you actually write it down and look at it, you realize that the monster in your head is like a mouse in reality. Your fear of the unknown is infinitely greater than what the known could actually ever do to you. So make your fear specific and they lose their power. Which brings me to truth number 5. Winners fear regret. Losers fear rejection. At some point, you have to choose your heart. You can either risk rejection now or you can guarantee regret later. Every successful person I know is more afraid of looking back at their life and wondering what if than they are looking foolish today. Most attempts at anything fail. Failure is just a prerequisite to success. Greatness literally rejects all first-time applicants. I don't know about you, but I'd rather prove that was a dumb idea than sit with the lingering thought of the what if for the rest of my life. Which brings me to truth number 6. Consistency demolishes talent. You can beat almost anyone at almost anything if you just stick with it longer than they do. The world is full of talented people who try and then they quit. And it's run by untalented people who just refuse to. You don't need to be the best. You just need to be consistent. Show up every day for a year and you'll be in the top 1%. Show up every day for 5 years and you'll be world class. It's that simple. Every successful person is successful because they were willing to go long periods of time being misunderstood. Which brings me to truth number 7. Your excuses are a roadmap to your breakthrough. If you just sit quietly and listen to the excuses you make, they're literally a GPS pointing directly to your biggest weakness and your biggest opportunities. I don't have enough money means actually that you need to learn sales and capital allocation and you got to learn how to shake some trees. I don't have enough time just means that you need to learn how to delegate and prioritize all the things that you're doing in life. I'm not smart enough. Well, that just means you need to go acquire the skill and learn some stuff, right? Stop using your excuses as a justification for your inaction and start using them as a curriculum for your own development. The world will literally show you where you're not free. All those areas where the ego's chirping, where you're talking down to yourself, those are actually the areas that are hiding the treasure chest. Which brings me to truth number 8. Don't give away your power. Whatever you blame, you give power over your life. If you say that you can't succeed because of the economy, you've made the economy your master. If you say that you can't have healthy, loving relationships because of your childhood, you made your parents the authors of your love life. You might be right about certain disadvantages you have. So what? The day you stop blaming it on other external forces and start taking ownership is the day you become free. Because you know that if it's up to you, you can control it. If it's external, it's very easy to put it there and say, I can't control it. Which brings me to truth number 9. Embrace shamelessness. If you have no money and you want to make money, you cannot afford to have shame. You literally have to pick up the phone, make cold calls, send cold emails, look like a buffoon, slide into people's DMs, ask for help, apply for the job that you're not even qualified for. Life-changing opportunities do not just open themselves. You're not going to have somebody come in and try to persuade you to go work for them. You have to kick the door down. Shame was invented by people who have money and resources to keep the people who don't from taking action. Don't fucking play their game. The risk isn't that you'll look foolish. The risk is that you'll stay broke and you'll be deprived from that opportunity. Which brings me to truth number 10. Action creates clarity. You don't need to see the whole path to take the first step. Clarity doesn't come from thinking and sitting there and journaling everything out. It just comes from doing. It's like walking in a dense fog. You can only see a few feet ahead, but as you move forward and forward, more of the path reveals itself. Stop waiting for the perfect strategy. Take the next logical step, and the step after that will become clear. And look, these are real truths. They're not comfortable, but they are real. The people who win in life aren't smarter. They're not luckier. They just accept reality faster and act accordingly. The choice is yours. Remember, you will never make a single penny more than what you believe you deserve. You also will never do a single thing more than what you believe that you can do. So choose wisely. Comment below. I'm here to be your biggest cheerleader on this journey.